Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Joe from Sound Vibes Live. We are rolling and we're going to continue pumping out these podcasts one by one. So let me tell you, we have a very important podcast, guys, today. This one is going to be one of the most important, most informational podcasts that I'm doing right now. So this is going to be great. We're going to get great information. Make sure, subscribe, Sound Vibes Live on YouTube. Sound Vibes Live on YouTube. Follow. We got other field interviews. We got videos and also a whole bunch of other podcasts and all that. So we're looking forward to that. And make sure you guys check out Chaser Water. Hold them up, guys. Chaser Water, everybody. Chaser. Let's go. Cheers. Chaser Water.
Cheers for the boys.
It's good stuff right here.
Thank you, Al, for the Chaser Water. This stuff is amazing. This water you'll find at every concert, every music venue, and now I'm starting to see him at the gym. I got a lot of tip with the Chaser Water. I'm a health coach. Pour the Chaser Water in a glass, okay? Pinch, or maybe 2 pinches of Himalaya salt or Celtic salt. Put it in the sun for about 10 minutes. The water will be charged, and let me tell you, you're going to be hydrated the whole entire day. So a little bit of a health tip from a Chaser Water. This stuff is also deep sea mineral water. It's the best. I love it. So enjoy your Chaser Water, guys.
Thank you.
And also, thank you, Al. And you want to go ahead and follow Al on Instagram. Okay, we got Mr. Al at Instagram, ALBELTRAN772. Follow that guy. He's also linked up to Treasure Coast Live, which puts on amazing music events, so you don't want to miss that. Amazing, amazing stuff, guys. Also, guys, I want to remind everybody, huge, unbelievable festival coming up May 2nd. May 2nd, festival, the 561 Music Festival.
See ya. Guys, free show. It's going to be great, man.
Absolutely. It's a free show. We have $50. If you want to get VIP, you have tent specials and all that, $50 for VIP. But definitely follow 561 Music Festival. And Brian's going to go ahead and put it right there on the screen. And they got about 30 bands. 30
bands, 3 stages.
30 bands, 3 stages. It's free admission. And our really, really good friends, Ben and Hector, they're doing such a great job for the local Palm Beach and, yeah, definitely the regional music scene. These guys are unbelievable people. They got a great, great podcast as well. Help me on that one. 561 Music Podcast.
Easy money.
Once again, Instagram, 561 Music Podcast. They put out a new show at least once every week or every other day, and they are great informational. These guys are amazing. I have to say, bomb the algorithm. Love those guys. I'm going to be jamming out to them and all the other groups that are going to be performing out there. So it's going to be great. And don't forget to follow the Barn Theater. BarnTheater.com, community theater right in Stewart. They have all the plays, the Broadway shows, community theater, music, acting. Go ahead and on there and go ahead and find out what you guys want to do. They have season tickets if you guys want to go about that. It's going to be great. And once again, make sure you follow me, of course, obviously. Okay, so obviously you guys know at Sound Vibes Live. Once again, at Sound Vibes Live, Instagram. Once again, all my work on there with interviews and field interviews and music stuff. So we're ready to rock and roll, guys. And this is an important show. This is episode number 9. So far on this show, we've had ska, we've had reggae, we've had alternative rock, we have had alternative hip-hop, and we're just keeping going and going. We had Miss Miranda Kelly in here. She's an unbelievable music promoter. Congratulations with her on her new company. We also had Drumming with Cam in here, and he did a lot of good work with his drums. So we are doing everything, every genre. We're going to do it right over here. So comment below and tell us who you want to hear, what your favorite regional band is. In fact, tell us what was the last show you went to locally, Palm Beach or anywhere in the area. Go ahead and comment your last show you went to. That's the thing. Well, guys, let's get to it. Here we go. These gentlemen are amazing. They are freaking amazing. I met them at Propaganda. By the way, Propaganda, incredible venue in West Palm Beach. They put on the best local and regional music in the world. It's not just punk rock. They put on reggae acts. They have a lot of punk rock, as we know. In fact, come on down to Propaganda tomorrow night. We got a great show. Mother Rucker, they were here 3 weeks ago, and the other one, Blabscam.
Blabscam. So
They're going to be there.
EP release.
Oh,
it's a prop tomorrow night, guys. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be a big party.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to be there. I'm going
Good
to
times.
$10 cover charge or
Something like that.
Oh, that's nothing
I
and
think
everything.
So. Yeah. Support local. $10 is nothing.
You guys got to go out to Propaganda and check them out and get Propaganda on hand. Follow them. Propaganda on Instagram. Right now, we're trying to raise some money for the club. So go ahead on their Instagram page. And if you want to donate a couple of dollars to keep the club upscale and keep them going, do it. We got to keep them around. It's our only place. I love Propaganda. Great people. All right, guys, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen, the most important podcast in the whole entire world. We are proudly introducing and loving to death. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Punk Rock Saves Lives. Let's go, baby.
Let's
go. Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for having us, guys.
Excellent, guys. I'm so happy you're here.
Thank you
and
so much.
just like I was telling you guys, I was at Propaganda, bumped into your table, and I'm like, whoa, what was that? And I turned around, I'm like, what the heck is this table? I mean, what is this thing? You know, we had Narcan, we had earplugs.
All kinds of good stuff.
Absolute displays. And I think that's when, James, you came out to talk to me, right?
Yeah. I ran into you through Kenny. Obviously, I know you through some other shows, other genres. But, came out and talked about what we do, going to the shows and providing, our harm reduction supplies, our wellness supplies, and doing the bone marrow registry.
Oh, yeah, we were going to really break into that. And I was amazed. I mean, I was just kind of looking at that display like I was at a museum, and you were just talking about all the different items you had, which we're going to discuss. And you gave me the rundown story of some certain tragedies that you guys had to go with and everything, losses and all that, which have put you a little bit more on the map. And Punk Rock Lives, Joel, how many chapters do you guys have around the country?
There's 22 chapters across the U.S. We are the South Florida chapter. Started about 2 years ago.
Well, a little over two.
Over
a
2
little
years
over
ago.
two. We're cresting the curve.
Me and James have gotten involved. We've been in it for about over 6 months. And it's a positive thing that we've been doing with the community. It's using our time to
Yeah, to give back. Give back to the community. I'm so happy to have these guys on board, man. So happy to have these guys on board.
And I really love the enthusiasm that James came out there. And JC, you were there too. Were you there too, Joel? Did I meet you over there? Or?
I don't know if I was there. Every
were.
show, like anybody that's watching this podcast right now, every show and event, all kinds of blends together. So I might have been there.
Yeah, I know that James was there, and then I met the other
Lindsay.
Lindsay's not here.
Lindsay is here in spirit. She's currently at another event in Lake Worth. So we have Paper Plate Lindsay, courtesy of Joel. Yes.
That's really cool, man. I love Lindsay's content on her Instagram.
Yeah, she's great.
I
She's
follow
great. Yeah.
her, and she puts some really good stuff on there and everything.
No,
Good.
she's a fantastic
Absolutely.
human. Good people.
Well, speaking of Lindsay, let's introduce yourself. We were talking to Joel here, and we got Lindsay.
Lindsay,
Thanks for coming out, Lindsay.
Yep, we've already met Lindsay. Can't do anything without Lindsay. JC, lead volunteer for the South Florida chapter of Punk Rock Saves Lives. Started this chapter with our brother Cody at the far left there, late brother Cody, a little over 2 years ago. We'll get more into that when we talk about mental health and things like that, and the importance of community and doing good things for people around you. So that's why we're here, and that's why these guys.
Yeah,
got
I couldn't
on board.
believe
James,
it, man.
Introduce yourself.
There's a freaking table. I'm like,
Yeah,
what is this
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
man? I mean, and I was very, very interested in it. I'm like, we got Narcan, we got even condoms in there too.
Yeah, it's a great thing.
There's just a whole kit and everything. I'm like, why is this here? And it made sense after I was talking to James. I'm like, wow, this makes sense. Because it seems like there's a lot of people that struggle, not in the music industry, but, the attendees that go.
Sure.
And it's so important to help these people. It's not about going to the club and going, all right, let's go. It's about, communication. We're talking about propaganda and everybody communicating, which is great. And we got Mr. James, the pride and joy.
How we doing?
I was stalking him for the last month. I was calling him at 2 a.m., 5 a.m., 8 a.m. I couldn't
not
get
not
enough
quite
of
that
you.
bad. but
We stalk him all the time.
we
He's very
talked quite a
stalkable.
few times.
James is very stalkable.
It's like, what is going on with this guy,
it's the
man? I got a
beard.
freaking stalker, man. God damn it. Mr. James, please tell us your biography.
All right.
Trillions of people
So-
are watching you right now. So.
I joined Punk Rock Saves Lives. I met Cody a few years back on a punk rock cruise, Flogging Molly, Salty Dog
Oh,
Cruise.
Flogging Molly, that's a great band.
So,
there.
Love
Yeah.
those guys. Great friends.
Celtic.
So
Great
also,
friends, yeah.
also our first experience with Punk Rock Saves Lives. They happened to the national chapter. Rob was on the boat with us, so
Wow.
ran into them, spent some time with them, and then we talked about possibly joining up and contributing. And then when JC and Cody started the chapter, we kind of followed along. We'd see them at a lot of shows, but it wasn't until sometime last year that we actually said we got to be a part of it. So we want in. So what
that
can
is
we
so
do to
cool.
help?
Did you actually meet Flogging Molly? Were you able to go up there, shake their hands, and
Certain
walk around
members,
the boat.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're out and about. Certain members you see all over, and
they've
they're
been around
they're
for
cordial.
about 20 years, right? 25.
Uh, more
No,
than
they
that.
ju-
More
they
than that.
just crested their 30-year anniversary.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah,
All
last
that.
year, I think, or
The Celtic punk. Kind of like Dropkick Murphys, Street Dogs, kind of stuff like that. Well, that's fantastic, man. Awesome. I'm so happy to meet you and everything. You were very kind and very informational to me about this whole entire agenda and what you guys are doing. And, once again, I had to get you guys on here. This is important and everything. And we were talking to Mr. Joel about a second ago. So, Joel, can you give us some more information about you? How did you get affiliated?
My name's Joel. It's also Joel. I'm a lunch lady by day and a bartender at night.
Best lunch lady, best bartender,
Yep.
period.
Lunch
Full stop.
lady? What do you mean?
He's not making that up.
So,
I'm like, public
not.
school lunch
It's-
lady?
no, my
really is.
family, we own a preschool in Fort Lauderdale. It's turning 40 in 2 years.
Oh, man.
Yep. We have been potty training Fort Lauderdale since the 80s.
The entirety of Fort Lauderdale.
Like I said, we met Punk Rock Saves Lives on the Salty Dog Cruise, and we were interested immediately. Rob was really cool. He forced this guy to take a Malort shot. I told him not to.
I fell for it.
Rob,
Yeah, I
Rob
fell
is
for
the founder of Punk Rock Saves
Rock
Lives.
Saves
So
Lives,
shout out
yeah.
to Rob, Rover Rushing, and Tina Rushing, director. Couple
Yeah,
extraordinaire.
so Rob, okay, I think, once again, you guys have the chapters. I've seen him on Instagram a few times. I don't know if it was him or not. He kind of has, like, a little bit of a mohawk. Does he
That
have,
is
like,
Rob.
offset?
That is
Is that
Rob.
Rob?
That is
That's
Rob.
Rob.
That is Rob. That is Rob. Rob is the founder of the national nonprofit.
The whole national. You
The
guys
whole
hear that?
shebang. That's his. It's his.
Yeah. Rob, the founder of the whole entire national punk rock saves
That's the
lives.
boss man. That's Hefe.
That's a legend. I mean, I came across him, I guess, after I started following. The algorithms, they kind of.
Yep.
And all of a
The
sudden, I'm like,
algorithm
there he
always
is. I'm like,
provides.
is this the guy right here that has started and runs this? I didn't know. It seemed like he was. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well,
that's the guy.
Yeah, it seems like you guys got a very good all-star team and everything, and that's important. So we have chapters in, obviously, in South Florida, some of the other towns.
Yeah,
around
so
the
we have our South Florida chapter. Like I said, we've been a chapter for a little over 2. I think we're getting ready to crest 3 years here in a few months. We have a Central Florida chapter, and then we have around 19 other chapters across the country, and all the chapters do the same exact things that we do: the bone marrow registry, the free harm reduction, and the mental health resources. And then there's extra things that every chapter kind of tailors to their own local, communities.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool organization. Do you guys have?
It's pretty great.
Do you guys have a lot of meetings? I know you can't go to like Seattle to meet or anything. Do you guys do a lot of conferences and?
Yeah, monthly we have our meetings on Zoom. Where all the chapter leads and chapter representatives and everybody get together.
Yeah. We all communicate. I'd say daily. We are all on Slack. It's easy way for all of us to communicate, share ideas, exchange pros and cons, stuff that we're running into, or helping people find additional resources for their chapters. If someone's struggling to find something here, this person might know something here, and we all exchange information.
It's amazing.
It's
It
daily.
seems so organized.
Yeah,
man.
we have it's organized chaos. We have a pretty good network of being able to help different chapters and chapters helping us and just kind of around the country and being able to, send things, whether it's snail mail or FedEx or UPS or, making sure that everybody gets what they need.
Oh,
So it's
that's
pretty
really
cool.
like Joel. Do they ever come down? Do you have other chapters ever come down to South Florida to kind of like team up with you guys? Has it ever happened?
Yeah,
Few
we got
times?
together with the Central Florida chapter at the Vero Beach Flea Market. Propaganda, it's kind of a halfway in between. We go down to Miami too. We're all based out of Fort Lauderdale, so Lindsay's up in Lake Worth.
Yeah,
Palm Beach County.
Somewhere's around there.
So we're able to hit the tri-state, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's so cool how you guys could just kind of collaborate with each other and spread the ideas and everything, James.
Yeah, there's definitely some overlap. They came down here for a couple events. We're gonna go up there later this year. I think we're gonna be up there for the hurricane party up in Sanford at the West End Trading Company.
May
Warp
25th.
Tour in November in Orlando. They'll be
the
up there
Warped
with
Tour,
nationals,
yeah.
and we'll jump on that with them as well.
Yeah, the
So, yeah.
Warped Tour's been going on for like 25, 30 years too, right?
Yeah, and then took a
Oh,
break
yeah.
for a little while, and then just came back. Well, last year was the first
was the first
the
one.
return to Warped Tour with
Yeah.
the 3 dates. And that's cool with nationals for Punk Rock Saves Lives as well, as we do have traveling vans that travel across the country to all these different festivals. So we were at all the stops for Warped Tour last year, Riot Fest, Lollapalooza, just kind of spread all over the place between big festivals or national tours that people are going on, just kind of everywhere.
Yeah, Lollapalooza, they're still going on, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, very
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I went to I think I went to like Warped Tour Lollapalooza many years ago. I went to them, and I kind of up in Virginia when I was up there and everything. What a great time and all that. So it's good to see that come back. And I really believe that this punk rock music is it's taken off. I love it. Very theatrical here in Palm Beach and everything. So I was telling Mother Rucker that Kenny's Calendar. Yeah, we got Kenny's Calendar.
Shout out to Kenny.
We
Love
love
those
him.
guys. Shout out to Mother Rucker. Love those guys. Kenny's too. Yeah, love those
Kenny's
guys.
Calendar. He's amazing. He kind of got me back into the scene and everything, and that's when he brought me up the propaganda last
Sure.
year. And I'm like, whoa, this punk rock is very theatrical.
Yeah,
It's different and everything. I'm loving it and everything. But fantastic. I mean, do you guys ever see yourselves not only in the punk rock scene? Do you guys go to other genres of music, maybe like a country bar or a hip hop bar or something like that? Or
Well, we definitely want to. We've done other events kind of outside of the music scene. Joel and Lindsay were at an art show last weekend. We've done other community events. As I said earlier, obviously, I know you from the reggae adjacent shows and stuff like that. So, my goal is to get us to another crowd. Something like that. Go to Terra Firmata, maybe. Get set up over there on some of those reggae adjacent shows, stuff like that. Yeah, but the bigger audience that we can reach, the more help we can do.
yeah, I think this is going to be a great thing. I mean, it could really spread and everything like that. I mean, it's a fascinating idea what you guys have. We're gonna talk about all the items you guys have and what you provide and everything. I want to go ahead and quickly read kind of like your mission statement, what you guys are going to be doing and what you guys have done, and we're going to really break it down here for everybody to understand what this organization's about, okay?
Outstanding.
Yep, so basically, I won't bore anybody to death. So anyway, what we got Punk Rock Saves Lives, the organization, the chapter, and basically Punk Rock Saves Lives isn't just the name, it's what we do. We are a 501c3 nonprofit built from the DIY spirit of the music we love. We show up where the noise is loudest, concerts, festivals, tours, and turn that energy into action. We're here to help make a change right now. Our mission is simple but fierce, and we are going to really dig into all the different items that you guys tend to work with and everything. So this is a great thing, great idea and all that. And I always say to myself, hey, you go to some of these concerts or events and everything like that, and things happen. Things happen, not only in the event, but they happen on the outside and all that. And that's where pretty much we all got to come together and help each other out and all that. So Who was the one that came up with that beautiful mission statement? It was well written.
That's a Rob. That's a Rob and Tina-ism for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that came from the bosses, from mom and dad for sure.
Did we get your Instagram already? Did we already announce it?
Instagram is at PRSL SoFlo. Instagram at PRSL SOFLO. That's us.
Yep, there we go. Once again, Brian's going to throw it on the bottom screen. You guys check them out, all the different chapters and what they do and all that. Okay, so we have an incredible display here. Joel, will you please tell everybody what is going on in that suitcase?
All right, well, most important, we have Narcan, which is to help people that are overdosing. We have fentanyl test strips. We have earplugs. We have period supplies, glasses wipes. These are drink covers to cover your drinks. That's pretty much. We have fucks. It's pretty much anything.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I look at the fentanyl. What is it? The fentanyl test strips
Yes.
and and the Narcan.
Yes.
There's been many times where I've been out, not just at a club or a bar or anything, where we're all from Fort Lauderdale, so we have a massive homeless population.
Huge homeless population.
You know, unfortunately, there's a lot of we experience a lot of drug overdoses. It's not just in the homeless community; it's everywhere. It's everywhere, and I've come across many people that were just overdosing right in front of me. I'm like, oh my God, man! You know, what do I do? What do I have? In fact, there was an incident over at the Florida Groves Festival 2 weeks ago. I guess it was a festival, and I guess one of the bands. Yeah, you were there last year.
We went last year. Yeah.
Did you guys go to the Florida Groves this year?
No, we didn't go this year.
Yeah.
We just attended.
Yeah, it was. Oh, you guys worked it.
No.
We didn't.
We attended
We went for
last
fun.
year.
That's
we
good.
were
You
just
guys gotta have
attending.
a fun time once in a while.
Exactly.
Of course.
Every now and then. Every now and
like
then.
tomorrow night.
There's always got to be room for fun. Right? Always got to be room.
Yeah, it was amazing because we were just watching the set. It was underneath the tent. Okay, small tent. Now the festival was catered to. I don't even know what the music is called. EM something. It's,
Right.
like
EDM, or
EDM.
dance music. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like very dancey. I think we had the reggae tent. Okay, I think we were like the 2%. Okay,
Right.
and the whole all the local reggae bands. I think James and I, we were very affiliated with that. So I guess one of the bands is playing. Now, unfortunately, drugs were everywhere. Oh my God! I think with a lot of the people that attended it, and there was thousands. A lot of people were doing Molly. I could just tell. I'm in the health industry. A lot of Molly. And I think there was definitely some crystal meth that was going on. You could just tell. In our little tent, we might have a little toke of a marijuana cigarette, nothing big. So one of the bands is playing, and they're towards the end. All of a sudden, this guy comes running into the tent. He had no shirt on, okay, and he dives, bam, right on the stage, shirtless, and he's convulsing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on over here? I thought it was part of the act. I thought maybe this guy was, okay, I'm going to jump on stage and end it. He just ran in. He was actually quivering and shaking, and nobody knew what to do. And I'm like, holy shit, I think this guy, something's going on with him. So immediately I got up, and I had to go on stage. Everyone is like, oh, what is Joe doing? And I actually had to pull him off stage and put him in a stool and everything. He's convulsing, shaking around. And, I'm pulling out some water, liquid IV and everything. His eyes were just bulging out, quivering. So I had to take him out. I had to take him out of the tent in a headlock, not a violent headlock. And I'm calling for help. Help, medic! Help, medic! The sad thing about it, nobody would come and help. Yeah. There was no attendees around there. There was no security. And I'm screaming. I'm like, guy. And he was just overdosing big time. And I guess his brother came around and grabbed him. And he's like, dude, I got him here. I've been looking for him. I'm like, bro, you need to take him to an emergency room. He's freaking overdosing and all that. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going back to the Punk Rock Saves Lives table. And I'm like, if I had that Narcan on me or something else.
Correct.
Maybe we would have saved him.
Correct.
And he was definitely overdosed.
Right. And that's something that we talk about a lot to every band or new volunteer or anybody that we work with. Number one, all the harm reduction supplies are 100% free to anybody that wants them. When we're talking about that Narcan, you can go to CVS or Walgreens. That Narcan is $49 a box. So essentially putting a $49 price tag on arming you with something that might be able to save somebody's life, you know. And I would say easily more than 90% of people that take Narcan from our table at shows, it's never for them. You know, it's always for a loved one, a friend, a family member, somebody that's been going through different periods of sobriety and keeps falling off the wagon, or even maybe they don't even know anybody that's in that at-risk category, but they go out to concerts, they go out to venues, they go out to bars where that might happen. Why not have something in your pocket to potentially save somebody's life? You can literally turn somebody's life around.
Oh, that's absolutely true. You know, when you go to these events, you know, people are either drinking or doing drugs, and that's a great idea to have, a good concept, and gives the education out to a lot of people and everything. Joel, did you ever have an incident where you had to administer it, the Narcan? We would like to know how the Narcan works and how do you use it, because I think a lot of people don't know how to use that.
Now, I have never actually had to use it, or
Well, not yourself, yeah.
not, like had to administer it.
Yeah.
But I do work in the biz in Fort Lauderdale. I've actually been leaving Narcan at all the bars that I go to downtown. I'm working on the beach right now, so definitely all the bars on the beach. I've been stopping by and giving it to them. If you see somebody overdosing,
Yeah, we want to know how you use that, because you have it. I'm like, okay, what do we do?
plunge it in someone's nose.
yeah.
Screw on the bottom.
Okay.
So they're just a regular, you know, standard nasal plunger. Each one has about 4 milligrams of naloxone medication in there. Narcan is like the name brand, but the actual active ingredient is the naloxone medication. Administer that. Call 911, even if you suspect that they're having an overdose. The cool thing about naloxone is you can't give a person too much of it and hurt them. So that's a kind of cool thing about it. So if you suspect that they're having an overdose, you can hit them with that Narcan, wait for 911 to come. If they're not coming around within a minute to 2 minutes, you can hit them with another 4 milligrams, as much as you need until they start coming around talking to you again, or EMS arrives and takes over.
Yeah, it's amazing, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
if,
wonderful stuff.
So, like, James, if somebody's on the ground, okay, well, overdose, like my situation, you have the Narcan. So, are you like, do you squeeze the bottle, or does it emit like you have to?
Yeah, it's like a nasal mist from the bottom, kind of like if you had an allergy medication, you just push from the bottom.
Yeah, I want to.
And
Yeah, it's a
pinch it up.
Let's just see that.
Yeah,
it's a
okay, there
plunger
we go.
there.
Okay.
It's a plunger there. So you put the tip into the nasal cannon.
nostril.
You can open that too if you like. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't press the thing because
Alright.
then we're
No.
gonna shoot naloxone all over the place.
Yeah.
And then that red tab down there. Hold your 2 fingers on both those sides, those little ledges there, and hit that.
Let's
Plunger
break
up.
open
The plunger.
this
Yeah, there you
sucker.
go. Yeah, pop 'em open.
I've never seen this
just won't crack 'em.
before. I've heard of it, but I never held a Narcan before. So I'll try to hold it to the camera. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Here we go. We got the Narcan. Okay.
There you go.
So let's say I'm like, oh, I'm overdosing. Okay, so basically you're coming around and you're just
That's it.
in my nose
That's
on the
it.
right side, and
That's
you're
it.
hitting the red button.
Push that red button
One.
until it clicks, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it, and it's loud. You'll hear it as well. It's that audible click, and that immediately administers 4 milligrams of that naloxone
Right.
medication.
Would I have to do it in both noses? Kind of like the right and
no,
then the left? Or?
No. Yeah, one plunger for one, for one nostril, and then if you need another one, you could switch to the other side just to not, burn them out.
And Joe, how much can you?
Is that where you were going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I was letting you go.
You're
You
welcome.
were on track.
You're
You had
welcome.
it.
I'm trying.
I'm not going to interrupt.
So if I use this, okay, is it one pump and you're out? Do you have to get like another one, or how many?
That's
pumps?
correct. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. So one Narcan administering device is going to administer 4 milligrams.
That's it, guys. I mean, basically, the Narcan, like the gentleman we're talking about it. This is, once again, my first time holding this, so if the cameras could see, that's what it looks like. Plunger, the red one, to the nose, hit once, and hopefully we get a good revival and everything.
Yeah, and you'll be surprised at how fast Narcan works. And I think we tell everybody the same thing. you take Narcan. I hope you never have to use it, but if you do, you're prepared. And I would rather that person be angry with me because I woke them up versus any other kind of alternative, right?
Absolutely. Wow. We were talking about, James, did you ever, I know that Joel was talking about he never ran into a situation. Did you ever run into a situation where you had to use it? Or?
I have personally not had to administer it. I've given it to someone who, in turn, administered it immediately after. They came running in and asked for it, so I've been close, but I haven't done it myself, no.
It's kind of like you saved the life.
I've been there at a table providing it at a show, so yes.
So if that table wasn't there, that person probably would have died.
Never know. You never know.
Punk rock saved lives. You saved the life and everything like that.
Actively.
Yeah, amazing,
Actively
man. I'm going to
out
have to look into getting some of this because, once again, with us living in Fort Lauderdale,
Sure.
I see this all the time.
I'll give you as much as you need, Joe.
We brought a case.
Everybody, from old to young, rich to poor, everybody and everything. And I guess Joel was talking about the fentanyl strips too, because that kind of coincides with the Narcan and everything. Joel, we would love to. We know that fentanyl is probably one of the most killer drugs out there.
Put it in everything now, so
yeah.
This isn't the 90s anymore.
Yeah, really.
It's
It's a scary
the
place out
80s.
there, yeah.
Everything's mixed up.
Yeah, that fentanyl, man.
You can't do
it's
the
just
test
freaking-
the old-fashioned way.
And the fentanyl, it's like even a little grain of it, like a sand grain, could really.
Yeah, can really hurt you. Can really hurt you.
Yeah, and not that we're promoting anything or we're involved
No,
in
see,
it.
that's an important. Go ahead.
That's the stigma. We're not promoting anyone doing drugs, but we're also not there to tell anyone how to live their lives. What we're doing is providing it just in case someone might be stuck in that lifestyle. They may want to get out of it, but we're providing that. So if they are doing that, at least they can try to make it a little safer for themselves. They have it's a warning system before they do anything. They can test their whatever substance it is. Again, we're not promoting it, but if you're going to do it, you may as well be safe. Until you can get the help.
I mean,
so
that's crucial. Because
that way we're not
saved
leading to the
somebody's
Narcan.
life that was passed out, and you gave them the Narcan. Like you said, they might have been pissed off at you. But not only did you save them, but it might have woken them up a little bit, saying, "Hey, I just overdosed in the middle of a club, and someone had to save my life." That can maybe wake them up a little bit, saying, "Hey, these guys actually did a favor for me. I hate them right now, but I'm going to go ahead and congratulate them next week and everything." So,
and then there's the other side of that coin too, is people that maybe aren't doing those kind of drugs, but they get dosed in their drink when they're out at a club and don't recognize it, or that's why we have the drink covers and things like that. It's just extremely important.
Those coasters.
Drink covers too.
yeah, Joel, do you have the fentanyl? Yeah, I would like to talk about this drink covers. A lot of girls watch. Yeah, the fentanyl strips. Can you elaborate what that's all about and how do you administer it and all that stuff? Yeah.
We actually don't. No, we actually don't have any in here right now.
Okay.
But
Yeah, they're the different test strips.
there's
but
directions on it. To tell you the truth, I've never needed to use them myself. So, but they're simple. They're powder tests. So if you want to test your cocaine,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, and everybody knows. At nighttime after hard days of work, I like to sit on the couch and maybe take a couple of puffs.
Sure.
Of the marijuana.
Right.
Everybody does. And
doesn't?
everything like that.
Right.
But you hear that they actually put fentanyl in the freaking marijuana too.
Yeah, it's scary times. It's scary times, and there's a lot of heartache and anger and mistrust in the community right now. And that's why we're such sticklers for being a community-based grassroots DIY organization, because it allows us to be surrounded by other like-minded people in the community, and we build that family, that sense of camaraderie that spreads out to other people.
That's great, man. I mean, for James, like with the fentanyl, like, do people use the fentanyl to get a better high, or they're just sometimes they use the fentanyl to get back at somebody or to cause harm on purpose? I'm trying to learn all about the
Most of the time, they're cutting whatever with the fentanyl to enhance that high. and with that, yeah, whatever their reaction is going to be.
Terrifying.
And like you said earlier, a small little grain, a little bit of fentanyl can do a lot of damage. It doesn't take much.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Like, if I was walking down the street, I'm like, I want a little bit of marijuana. Went up to a street dealer, which I'll never go to. You know, I got a special card, if you know what I mean, the dispensary card.
That's it.
But I don't know. This guy could be, I don't know, maybe hard-headed or something like that, and I could buy marijuana from him, and he might have sprinkled a little bit, you know, and so you don't know.
Yeah, you really don't. You really don't.
Yeah, and I hear the stories about the fentanyl, how how they kidnap women, ladies. Yeah, there's a trick out there. If you go to your car, okay, and if you see like a $20 bill, $10 bill, or something like that on the ground, okay, what happens is sometimes it's laced with a little bit of fentanyl. So, especially the women, you pick up the dollar bill, you kind of look at it, oh, look what I got, and all of a sudden you pass out, and then all of a sudden a van comes around and kidnaps you, okay? And then you're in the freaking the black market for sex trafficking. So, I mean, that fentanyl is it's very, very scary and everything. How long has that drug been around for, James? Has it been around for a long time, or?
I think it's been around for a while, but it's becoming way more mainstream, unfortunately. More and more common these days.
That sounds like an urban legend.
Yeah.
Yeah, kidnapping people like that. It does.
Yeah,
Just my opinion.
Yeah, it's just terrible, but I think it's important to at least have a tester. I mean, if you're like, hey, I'm going to do a little marijuana, all right, fine. Cocaine is out there, Molly's out. We know there's drugs out there. Not that all four of us are participating in it. You know, I really believe that if you have knowledge of all the drugs out there and what they do, I think that's important. And that's what you guys, the knowledge of all the different types of drugs and what they do and everything. Have you guys got educated, like what cocaine does, what fentanyl does, and all the different types of drugs and everything?
Oh, yeah, you know, we have our regular trainings with stuff like that for PRSL, and that, you know, helps to aid what we're stocking our community harm reduction box with. You know, whether it's, you know, different trends, some kind of drug or dangerous substance is becoming more prevalent, then our harm reduction supplies kind of get tailored a little bit more, you know, towards that.
Yeah, they're very interesting. And once again, going back to the table when I first saw it, and also all the other information we're going to get into a little bit more here. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I think a lot of people would go into a particular club and they would say, they'd see that table. They're like, oh, look at all these different items. Oh, there must be a lot of druggies around
100%.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
100%.
But I also want to point out that all the harm reduction supplies, and JC touched on it earlier, whether it's for you, someone you know, or someone you don't know, run across later on, it's all free of charge, and it's no questions asked, which is huge.
No questions, no judgment.
I want everyone to understand that they can come up to the table and not feel like they're being judged for whatever 100%. They want.
Yeah, that's safe and comforting and everything like that. I mean, you know, a lot of people are embarrassed. Oh, you know, they do so many different substances and they don't want to tell anybody about it. But I believe you have a community to go up to and a safe place to go to. I think that's going to be very, very important for anybody to be a little bit more relaxed in what's going on of that. I mean, that's what I thought. When I looked at the table, right there I knew why you guys were there, to be part of the community. I think the average person would be like, oh, they got this because it's a rough place, everybody's doing drugs, it's violent, no, that's a bunch of crap, man. I'm not going to lie to you, man, if I had a drink and somebody put a little fentanyl in there, I would probably be wanting that table right next
Sure you would. Sure you would.
Instead of judging it and everything. So, but yeah, that's great. And speaking of the drink covers, Joel, hold those suckers out, man. That's important right there. Very good. Tell us a little bit how that drink cover works. Yeah.
It's a sticker. Just peel it off, put it on top, pop your straw straight through.
Yeah,
in case you want to leave it on the bar. If you need to step away, which I never recommend leaving your drink on the bar.
Never.
Ever. As a bartender.
Yeah. I mean, we see it all the time. Once again, all four of us being from Fort Lauderdale, very, you know, it's a very promiscuous city and everything. I mean, you hear the stories on the news all the time, like these girls, even the men too. It's not just the ladies. They have a drink. They go to the back. Even just turning their head for 1 second, it takes a little drop in the drink. And you're done. And you hear the news all the time how these rich dudes, they come into town, the suit and ties, are at the hotel, having a cocktail, and all of a sudden you'll have this really beautiful woman come in. Hey, what's your name? You're really good looking. Oh my God, can we talk? Of course the guy's going to get excited. I get excited. Oh my God. And
Happens to James all the time.
James. How
No comment,
all
no
the
comment.
women
Happens
come
to
to
James
you?
all the time.
No.
No?
It's the beard.
I think when I first met you, all the women were kind of circling around us. Or...
No, there you go.
It's because I had the bubble gun in the mosh pit. That's why.
The
That's why.
bubbles do help. The bubbles
The
do
bubbles.
help.
That's where it is, right there.
That made sense. You were shooting that bubble gun. That thing was amazing, man. It got a lot of attention and everything. But
Always does.
oh my God, yeah. But it's so important to cover your drinks. And that's all it takes. But anyway, going back to that, you see these men. They have the cocktail. Next thing you know, it, the lady's like, "Hey, do you want to go to my room?" Of course, the guy's gonna be like, "Let's go." And then the next thing you know, the guy wakes up. Everything is gone. His watches, his whole entire life savings gone. We hear about it all in the news all the time. Turn on Channel 7 News, you're gonna hear a story about that. So it's not just for the girls, it's for the guys and all that. Always, no matter what, ladies, guys, I don't care who you are, keep your drinks covered, no matter what and everything. Even if you don't have the supply, put a napkin on it. Tell the bartender, hey, I'm going to the bathroom. If it's really, really crowded, another good trick to do, maybe take the napkin, put it on top of the glass, and maybe direct the corner of the napkin to a certain direction so you know that nobody has tampered it. That's the main thing. But my suggestion is just hold your drink, man, right?
Yeah, just hold on to it. Just hold on to it.
Be aware
It
of your
ain't that
surroundings,
heavy.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joel, you said you were a bartender?
Yes.
Currently right now. I know the preschool information and all that. Yeah. I'm not going to ask you where you work and everything. Do you work all weekend as a bartender? Or?
No, I'm only part-time, so
Yeah.
whenever they need me. It's
Right.
like 2-3 times a week.
Well, you've been in the industry for
I've been in the
for
industry
a while. Yeah.
since I was 15.
Yeah, for a long time.
That's a long time.
I'm in my 40s, yeah.
Get out of here.
Yes.
Dude, you look like I thought you were like 29 and 30.
Yeah, I dress like I'm a child, but I'm like, definitely.
Hey, man, age is
old.
just a number. Age is just a number. That's all it is, really. You know?
I'll
been
be
told.
45 this year. Who cares? It's fine.
I'm going to tell the whole world I'm not afraid to say it. I'm 53.
There you go.
And everything.
There you go.
But,
yeah, who cares?
you want to look young and youthful, hey, put on the clothes, what gears with the music and your
That's
style. That's what counts. Age is a number.
That's it. Go to a punk rock show. Push your friends around. You'll feel good. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I go into propaganda, going back to that, and you see a lot of people of my age and everything, and just having a good time and all that. Age is just a number. If you're like, oh, I'm turning 55, oh, that means I got to put on a collar shirt and golf shorts, and I have to go
Never.
to the jazz club, you're going to get old quick.
Never. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Collared shirts.
One tip to everybody out there, if it's your birthday, to you guys, do not blow out the candles on a cake if it's your birthday. And I will not even celebrate it. Don't even have anybody sing happy birthday. It's a freaking ritual. If you blow out the candle, everyone's happy birthday. You blow out the candle, that means you're blowing out another light in your soul and everything. You're blowing
Never
out
heard
another
that.
flame, and that means
That's dark.
it's kind of right in the bottom of your brain right now, and your subconscious going, I just blew out the candle. Oh, I'm facing it. I'm now 57, 58. Oh, my God. If you skip that ritual, say, hey, thank you for the birthday. Let's go get a beer. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's my kind of birthday now.
Yeah, I'm
That's
kind of
my
like
kind of
a
birthday,
crazy conspiracy theory, but it's true. On my birthday, I don't blow out the candles. I'm like, don't sing happy birthday to me. Just say, hey, what's going on? Let's get a beer. That's all it is. But anyway.
Did you guys write that down? Don't wish Joe a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yep. So remember, don't wish me a happy birthday. Put Himalaya salt and Celtic salt in your chaser water. Very, very important you do that. That's a lesson right there.
Chaser.
And cover your drinks. Very important. Joel, can you pull out that drink cover again? Let's take a little bit. Are you able to open that up? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, can you please give a demonstration? We could use the chaser water. That's it.
No one touched my drink.
That's it. That's it. Too easy. And now your drink's protected. Too easy.
Sealed. Now I need a straw.
In case anybody wants to
We
spike
also,
your
we
chaser
also
water,
have
you're good.
reusable ones. So these ones
Yeah,
are
those other ones
these
have
are reusable.
have holes in them for straws and whatnot. But
Wow,
you know-
can I see that? Let me see the cover here. That's great. Show the camera. Okay. So if anybody's trying to manipulate Al's chaser water, ain't going to happen with this thing. So once again, that's a gentleman we're explaining. It's just a regular cover. It's like
That's
a
it.
sticker.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah.
Take the sticker, pour it over your cup like that, and the straw kind of goes
That's it.
bam.
Liquid proof, waterproof sticker. They can't drop anything in there.
Yep. And then when you come back from the bathroom or wherever you're a conversation, it just takes one. I would cover this even if it's a 1 second distraction.
absolutely.
So I think it's a matter of just taking it off easy, just like peeling it off, and
Absolutely.
go about your business
That's
and
it.
everything.
Go
So,
about your day. Have a
once
good time.
again, guys, ladies and gentlemen too. Okay, I know that this is such an important item to have, such an important, a very genius thing to have. I prefer this than a regular napkin and all that, but actually that's pretty cool. It comes right off. I'm going to tear this off.
That's it. You see, it gets
Bam!
on there. It gets
All
on there. It's
right,
on there.
sticker. It's all sticky in
That's
here.
it.
There you go. Here's your chaser water
Cheers,
and
thank you.
everything. So just in case, obviously, you guys can't be at every venue and everything. Is there, James, is there a particular place we could go to order those, just in case you guys are not around, especially if you're going out or anywhere?
I ordered some of those off of Amazon.
Okay. I was gonna say, I think Joel and Lindsay were the last ones that ordered those.
Okay.
Those particular items.
Yeah, and Amazon has a lot of that stuff on there, and you can buy packs of those for things. And that's what all our chapters do, across the country, to all match their harm reduction boxes with all kinds of different helpful things for the community, is all through Amazon wish lists.
All
and
the
that
donations we get just goes into us funding this
It really
box.
does, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
100%.
So how did you guys come across the magical box? It was donated, right? Or did you guys have to
He already
fund it
had it
yourself,
when we
or-
joined.
No, yeah. When we first started the chapter, myself and Cody, a little over 2 years ago, PRSL sent us our first box. I kind of had a starter kit in it, and it was only that top box and a couple other things. You can go to Walmart and get a whole heart stack system for, I think they're about $70-$80 or something like that. And then sourcing everything off of Amazon or other donations of people that we were getting. Things like that, generating monetary donations, and then being able to keep supplying and resupplying and building, those supply chains of all the harm reduction stuff.
Yeah, there you go, man. I mean, you said it's worth $1 million to have all that stuff and everything, or no matter what, it kind of makes me want to just get in that suitcase and just grab everything, not for myself, and just be like, I'm going to be the protector of these whole entire everybody that's out there and
just have it,
engaging and all kinds of stuff and everything. So the cover's important. The Narcan, of course, is important. What else do we got in that magical suitcase? I know that we had some really cool other items in there.
Oh, there's everything in there from. Go ahead, Joel. You're closer to it. There's all
dude
kinds
wipes.
of stuff.
We have
Ooh, the wipes. What kind?
like body wipes.
Oh, yeah.
We have glasses wipes. We have condoms.
Oh, yeah, gotta use the condoms. Right.
We have, what is this? We have regular first aid kit, obviously.
Yeah, I see that you guys got
Band-Aids.
Band-Aids back there and stuff like that, or
Yeah, at a full a full show, when we have a full setup, we have first aid supplies and hand sanitizers, Plan B, all kinds of
Pregnancy
different stuff.
tests available as
pregnancy
well.
tests, yeah.
really?
Oh yeah,
way.
yeah.
I never thought I'd be the guy driving around with cases of that stuff in my car, but I am.
So we
Here
have
we are.
nationally, we have a couple of partnerships with different harm reduction organizations that donate a lot of that stuff. A lot of different things to us. The more high dollar items like the Plan B and different stuff like that. So, we're fortunate to have the organization that we have, where people can, want to donate things to us and understand our mission statement.
Right. Like if somebody wanted to donate some of these supplies, would they get in touch with your Instagram page or maybe a message? And once again, we gave you guys the Instagram page for Punk Rock Saves Lives South Florida chapter. So if you guys want to donate little items, just like the gentleman we're talking about, the Narcan or the drink covers, the condoms, the fentanyl tests, feel free anytime to message Punk Rock Saves Lives on Instagram or message me. Donate and everything like that. Going back to the condoms. All right. Anyway, because that's true about I think that's a very important thing. Sure. Because once again, you're at the bar.
Sure.
Drinking or doing what you got to do. You get, we lose our front lobe when we.
Yeah, absolutely.
The men are like, oh, yes, let's go. So, yeah, I mean, alcohol, and all of a sudden you engage and unprotected sex. It happens. You're drinking and, the mood is right. You don't know the person. They don't know you. Of course, we're not asking people to go out there and sleep with each other. In fact, non-existent sex is probably the best way of protecting yourself, but that's not going to happen. But all of a sudden you meet somebody, and then all of a sudden you don't know where these people are and everything, from the bar and the clubs and everything. So I really believe that having those protections is probably going to save a life too, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
unbelievable. Yep. James, what is the most popular, I want to say popular, the most item that people tend to grab from that?
The most coveted items, I think, definitely the Narcan goes quite a bit. Plan B goes quite a bit as well. Probably a close third would be either the wooden fucks or the condoms.
The what and what again?
Joel.
Wooden fucks.
Oh,
So that way,
Ask,
now you
ask me
now you
what
have a
they're
fuck-
for.
and now Joe, now you can give a fuck to someone
JC,
else.
please tell the trillions of people what this is all about. The
So,
fuck.
I know we'll talk too about our mental health resources.
Yes.
Right? And that's the wooden fucks are a national thing that every chapter has, and they tie right to our national mental health awareness resources and things like that. Meaning that when life gets so hard, so difficult, and you feel like you have no fucks left to give and you have no hope left, it's something tangible that you can pull out, that little wooden fuck, and it shows that you maybe there's another step, it's not the end of the road yet. And we've had, without having to explain that to people coming to the table and seeing those and seeing the mental health stuff, they more often than not make that connection themselves. Oh, I finally have an extra fuck to give. And it's like, exactly. It's just kind of that's one of those, a brain trick, a mnemonic to remember.
So it's kind of like, we have a lot of different types of fuck. Okay,
Sure.
we're talking about the word, not
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
So it's kind of like, I don't give a fuck about this football team anymore. We keep losing. That's me. Okay, I'm a sport. I don't give a fuck anymore about the Dolphins. We suck. I'm done with it. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much every season I could hold this all day because we suck. But pretty much it's kind of reminding me that, hey, okay, well, I got maybe one or two more to give out. I'm going to give it another try next
Exactly right.
season, and let me go
Exactly
ahead
right.
and so I can imagine, like, if you're having addiction issues and depression or any kind of
Exactly right.
entity going on in your life, I think this is a good connection and everything. Can I keep this?
Absolutely.
Put it right on
Absolutely.
my refrigerator and everything. So anybody that comes over, if you see this, fuck, I don't give a fuck.
That's or maybe he does. Or maybe he does. I don't know.
That's true. I mean, maybe somebody gives a fuck about yourself, that cares about you. That's another entity.
Sure. Yeah,
Okay, hey, Joe doesn't give a... Okay, we're going to go ahead and give a fuck about you. We care about you and everything. Or it could go positive or negative
Sure.
and everything.
Yeah,
I think it's a
absolutely.
positive
Yeah,
entity to have.
yeah.
and
Oh,
everything.
absolutely positive.
Yeah,
That
very
shirt
cool.
is
And you guys
Dolphins
got-
colors.
What's that, Joe?
That shirt is Dolphins colors.
Shut up. Shut up.
That
Fins
was
up.
These aren't Dolphin
that
fans.
that was a Cody inspired color scheme.
It was.
Oh, yeah, I would love
Cody has his hand
to
in
talk
everything
about
that we
Mr.
do, man.
Cody, and I know that you, James, I think you were telling me a little bit about him when I
Yeah,
met you in the
yeah.
parking lot, and I'm really, really sorry for your loss. He sounds like a great guy, and we would really love to know who he was and what he did for the community and everything. So, James.
Absolutely amazing human being. And, we like I said earlier, Joel and I met him back on Flock and Molly Cruise years ago. Obviously, he co-started the chapter down here in South Florida with JC. But he was a unique soul. I mean, he cared about everyone. It didn't matter who you were. He would go up to you, give you a hug. He'd give you the shirt off his back. Electrolytes. He always made sure you had your electrolytes at a show. You see us at shows with the rubber chickens. That's Cody. He'd give people out rubber chickens and put a smile on their face. The bubbles that you saw me shooting at propaganda. The bubbles, that's a Cody thing. Bubbles, that makes everyone happy. Puts a smile on everyone's face. So you'll always see bubbles in the pit when we're at a show now. We hand out bubbles at our table hey, take bubbles, go blow them.
That's where we're talking about the bubbles.
Yeah,
I remember that.
and then unfortunately he did pass about 3 months ago. But the impact he left on not only like our local community here, but all over the country. I mean, people came out of the woodwork from every corner of the country with stories and memories of him because he bounced around a lot. And he was one of those characters that wherever he went, if you met him one time, he left that impression on you. You go, who was that?
Yeah, you knew exactly.
You knew
exactly
that was
who he was.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like this guy was amazing. Like
No,
a very
he
nice,
was-
genuine carry.
He was everywhere. He was everywhere and you know, fantastic. And I know a lot of people that are watching the podcast were honored and blessed to have Cody come around and be able to meet Cody, you know, and stuff like that. I mean, NoFX just did their 40 Years of Fucking Up movie that they just released, and Cody is in the credits of that movie because he knew them,
NoFX
you know,
super fan.
very well. Yeah, NoFX super fan. When they did, was it Ventura? With that smelly from NoFX. Went to
That was the Ventura.
the Celebration of Life.
Molly Malone's.
Yeah. It was pretty, you know, pretty fantastic. Just a great guy. You know, like James said, Cody passed in January, 4 days after, you know, my mom passed away. You know, so shout out to Mom as well. I know she's watching. You know, they both are, and it was a tough time for us and for our chapter, but you know, not just for us, but for the community nationally. So many people around the country knew him and knew his story, knew his energy, and you know, respected him and loved him for it. So it was a vacuum. You know, it was a punch to the chest in January. But yeah, we carry on along with everybody else that's watching this podcast right now in his honor. So, you know, when I say Cody still has his hand on every single thing that we do. We couldn't mean that more. I know they agree.
Well, I'll tell you all, I think the
100%.
whole community, not just you guys, but the whole community just gained an angel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm sure you got
Oh,
you got two powerful angels.
100%.
60% still passing.
60% is absolutely still passing.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry about your loss. Sounds like he's the one that I'm sorry. Going back to, he's the one that started this whole entire chapter. He was a big influence.
Yeah, myself and Cody started the South Florida chapter. Right. Yeah, we met volunteering for PRSL at the NoFX show a few years ago when they played at excuse me, it wasn't NoFX, excuse me, Bouncing Souls at a Culture Room in Fort Lauderdale there. Yeah, met from there, talked in the parking lot about starting a chapter, and then didn't talk at all for like 6 months. Had this great idea, and then we just reconnected again. He was like, all right, is it time to do it? And I was like, yeah, let's go. And we've been running ever since, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, Joel, how did you come across Mr. Cody? Like, how did you guys meet? Yeah.
So
Great
it's
story.
like
Love these stories, yeah.
Great
It's
story.
day 3 on the Flog and Molly cruise. I am head to toe in Miami Dolphin stuff. Like,
Oh, we're
like a
both
clown.
losers.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm not happy about that. But I just noticed this guy staring at me everywhere I went, and he's dressed like Sailor Moon. So I'm like, who is this guy? And then he followed me into the bathroom to talk to me about the Miami Dolphins. And then it turned out that, you know, he lives in Fort Lauderdale. I told him the bar that I work at, and that was it. And then he showed up to my bar dressed like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
scared
this is-
everybody.
this is all real.
When
This is
the
all
Jeffrey
facts.
Dahmer Netflix show was on. Scared everybody, and I was like, I love this guy. Yeah, it was
So y'all met about a year ago, 2 years ago? Cody?
4.
Oh, quite a while. and
Yeah,
everything.
it was
You
at the
guys-
end of COVID.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Very end of COVID. So
And how'd you come across this great guy, Cody, man? How did this all come around for you?
Same thing on the cruise at the same time. He came over and said, "Hey, you won't believe this. This guy just, you know, came over and talked to me because I was wearing dolphin stuff. He's a local. So on the cruise, there's, you know, people from all over the world, but it's rare to find people in the same neighborhood. And we realized we went to the same shows. We liked the same music. Knew a lot of the same people. I was there when he came into his bar. Yeah, he was a man of many outfits.
he had also just gotten in a serious car accident. Cracked his head open.
Very serious.
Had his head stapled together, left the hospital, and went straight onto the cruise.
Yeah, this is right before the cruise.
So that was the other thing. He was Sailor Moon. He was like pale, like he looked like he was, like he had his head cracked open. So
Yeah,
He
sounds like
still had staples and stuff in his head
Oh,
when he got
yeah.
on the boat,
Oh,
didn't he?
he
Yeah,
was-
like it was
he
like
was-
a couple of days after
yeah,
he
his
got
wig
out or
was
something.
like kind of halfway
Oh,
off.
it was hours.
But
It was hours.
Hours. He left.
Yeah.
He left the hospital that morning against
the
doctor's
same-
orders
that
to make the
was-
cruise.
the kind
Those
of
people
guy
are
he
like, I ain't
was.
got, I can't do anything for 5 years.
Yeah,
That sounded like a very, very tough guy.
Cody
I see-
wasn't most people, man.
Yeah, I see that. There's a jacket back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is battle vest.
let's hit that one there. Let's bust that jacket out there. That's a beautiful jacket. Yep. That's a photo of him too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Cody
yeah.
up there.
Let's show everybody Mr. Cody. I know he's with us right now.
And for everybody that knows Cody nationally, you know this vest already very well. Flip it around there. That's it. It's got all the NoFX final tour patches of everywhere, and yeah, there's all kinds of memories on that thing. Yeah, put them right there. That's perfect.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. There you go.
So this is all dedicated to him now. You know, we couldn't save our own, so now we're gonna try even harder. So, rest in peace, Cody. You got to see the Panthers win a championship.
There we go.
Sure
Two
did.
championships.
Two
Sure did.
championships.
Vamos gatos.
3 Stanley Cups in a row.
Vamos
2
gatos.
championships. Yeah. Can I see that? I'm sorry. There. Let me. Yeah. Wow. Oh wow. Okay. Here we go. Really hold this up here. This is immaculate. Oh, I see the Florida Panthers on there. And you could just look at this jacket all day and look at all the beautiful decorations and everything.
Yeah, there's all kinds of memories in there, and really we're honored. We're it's that vest is on loan from his family right now, and we're honored to be able to have it with us. Honored to have a piece of him with us.
And I thought I saw this was presented at the table when I first met you
It
guys.
was.
You
Yeah.
guys had the jacket.
Yes.
Okay, very good. It's beautiful, beautiful. Here you go, my friend.
Thank you very much.
We love you, Mr. Cody. Absolutely. And we would love to see his picture. That'd be great. And show everybody this great guy here. All right. There you
Shout
go,
out to the
guys.
one and only Mr. Cody Hall. We miss you, brother.
Absolutely, every day.
Every single day, man.
Oh, he's here with you right now. He's here in this
Absolutely.
podcast
Absolutely,
right now.
yeah.
He's
Oh,
directing
he's-
it, and he's having a good time.
He's always with us.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised the chicken hasn't miraculously clucked over there somewhere.
Yeah, let's pull out. There you go, the photo. And the chicken. Yeah, I want to hear the chicken. Can you guys explain the chicken and Cody again? Right over there. Or then we had one over there, the chicken.
Well, he always said it's impossible. This chicken's actually for you.
Oh,
That's yours.
let's go!
He says it's impossible to be mad and squeeze a rubber chicken. Try.
You can't.
It's
Oh my
impossible.
God.
You can't. You can't be
impossible.
pissed off and
I
squeeze a
feel
rubber
happy.
chicken. You
I feel
can't be
great.
pissed off and blow bubbles at the same time. You just can't do it.
So pretty much, if we're all watching a Dolphin game and they're losing, like, oh, we could just.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Stress chicken. Stress chickens
Yeah.
are always
What's
good.
the story with the chicken and Cody, or is it a?
No,
It was just one of his things.
Yeah.
It's one of his quirks, one of
Just
his random things.
Now I'm stuck buying the chickens.
You know, he was always about giving people gifts and putting smiles on people's faces. So anything that he could use to put a smile on somebody's face, you know, that's part of it. You know?
I mean, just looking at this thing,
Yeah.
without even squeezing it. I mean, it just makes It
just
I
makes
feel
you
like
feel
rolling
good.
on the floor right now, laughing. I'm trying
it
to
just
hold
makes
it.
you feel good. That's it. That's it.
Oh my god! Break out that big one over there.
Oh, the monster.
Yeah.
The monster, the big boy.
Whoa.
Put him on the big camera.
Whoa. What the heck? Yeah. How can you not laugh at that?
That one takes some exercise, but you know, it's just it's small things like that that we put out at tables that put smiles on people's faces, because we like to provide a safe place for people that are going through something, going through some kind of, you know, mental health heartache or hardships or something like that. And to be able to provide those kinds of spaces for people to just do something a little silly, a little ridiculous. Come squeeze a chicken, you know, come blow some bubbles or something. It puts smiles on people's faces. And sometimes that's all that person needs.
Yeah, it's comical. It's amazing. When I was looking at your the mission statement and everything, I did notice on there that you were talking about safe places and everything like that. James, can you elaborate a little bit about the safe place? What you guys are talking about? Safe place.
Whether we're at a show, an event, wherever it is, we want people to know that, you know, if they just need a place to come unwind, talk, if it's too loud and we're in the back, come over and hang out to us. If they want to vent to us or talk about something that's going on, if they want to get away from someone else at the show or event and they want to stay with us, it's always a safe place. You can, you know, we're not therapists, but we're there for you. We're there for the community. We want to make sure everyone feels safe coming over for whatever reason it may be.
I'm going to tell you right now, man, I think I would rather, if there was something going on with me, and we all have certain issues and everything like that,
Sure.
I'd rather probably talk about my issues to people like you instead of like a freaking psychologist that's charging me $500 an hour that doesn't give a shit.
100%.
Exactly. I want to go to the people that see everything and right in front of them, that have dealt with the Narcan and the overdoses, the depressions, and all the other things combined, because we could relate and everything. So it's a great idea. I would love, anybody out there, man, you got to go to the people that are going to help you and everything. And that's what Punk Rock Lives do. They're going to go ahead and give you therapeutic loving and care, no matter who you are or what are you guys going through. Just go back there and talk to these guys. And that's the thing. And, I kind of got that when I was first talking to you guys and everything. I could feel the warmth. And the kindness and the nicest and everything. James
Appreciate
comes
that.
out. He's got a smile. Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Appreciate that very much.
I want to make sure everyone understands. We're very approachable. We have the chickens on display. We have the bubbles. I think that kind of softens any stigma our table might have. Just
Sure.
Come over, talk to us, find out what we're all about.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever run into, Joe, like an incident with maybe like somebody wanted to, I hate using that word, they wanted to take their own lives, and you had to like give them direction and what I'm sure that's happened a lot of times, right?
I've lost a lot of friends.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And also, like, growing up in the 90s in punk rock, it was always very dangerous. I'm a minority. There was like in the 90s there was a lot of Nazi gangs showing up in the scenes, beating everybody up, and then other gangs started to emerge and started battling, and it got knocked out of Fort Lauderdale by the 2000s, I would say. At least I didn't see it anymore. So we want to put a place where you could feel comfortable. You're not going to be judged. You could come over, hang out with us, sit down, not be judged. And that's what I like about Punk Rock Saves Lives. We're not getting paid to do this.
Absolutely.
This is
I wish I was getting-
this is completely volunteer. I'm spending money on rubber chickens.
Right. Is anybody else
So
spending money
we're
on rubber
literally
chickens
doing
monthly?
this
Does anybody
love
else
of the
have a
game.
rubber chicken budget?
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, if you're going to donate to Punk Rock Saves Lives, we could definitely take some. If anybody has like a 50-foot chicken that could go all the way, that would be great.
We have an inflatable
We
one
have
in
an
the car.
8-foot chicken.
Yeah. We have an 8-foot.
I
We
have
have
a
an 8-foot in the car.
$50 rubber chicken that we didn't bring.
I'd love this. Yeah, this is a great. This is a great concept and everything like that. This is awesome. And I'm going to give that back to you. I think that's the grand kahuna and everything. Well, that's really, really cool, guys. I mean, it's really good to know that anybody could come up to you 4 or 3. And we got Miss
Lindsay.
Oh, Lindsay's
Lindsay's
here
here
too.
too. You 4 to go ahead and converse. And we know that there's other cities and other chapters out there, not just here in South Florida, but you could go over there and just kind of hang out with these fine people and everything, and get a peace of mind for them and everything. Well, that's fantastic. I would love to talk about. We were looking, and I thought this very interesting, man. I would love to know more about the bone marrow registry and everything like that.
Yes.
James, will you please elaborate on that, man? Yeah.
All right. So when you are at shows, one of the main things we're looking to do is find people to swab and hopefully find a donor match for the bone marrow registry. We work with DKMS to find those matches. All it takes is a couple minutes, 3 swabs in the mouth, fill out a questionnaire to make sure that you are eligible to swab. And then you can help find a match to help find a donor that would help fight blood cancers like leukemia. So we do this almost at every event, every show we go to. If you've never swabbed, you could be a real-life superhero. Just by swabbing your mouth, you could be that potential match that saves someone's life.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How does that work? You said the swab and everything. Is there a specific entity that you guys have that you could actually use and swab right on site and everything? How does that work? Is it big, a swab?
No,
regular
it's just
swab?
little, maybe 6, 7, 8-inch swabs. Just put in your mouth.
Q-tip.
You swab like a Q-tip. You swab like one cheek for a minute. Then you take another swab the other cheek for a minute, and then swab the front of your mouth, like your gums, for another minute. Hold those, let them dry. We'll put them in an envelope. After the event, we send them off to DKMS, and you should get a confirmation email within a few weeks to let you know that your swabs have been added to the registry. And you could get a call in a couple weeks. It could be years. You could
You're
get
on
a
the
call.
registry until you're 62 years old. So.
55?
55?
55.
I was 62. 55?
55.
Thank you, James.
I'm here for you, JC.
That's why James is in charge now.
James looks young too. You know,
I'm
you don't
old-
have to
I'm
tell
old-
us your age.
Dyes his
I'm
beard.
older than both these guys.
Wow, there you go, man. Yeah. So anybody, can someone like myself do the swab? Wait, 'cause so pretty much somebody that's suffering, like, you know, we have different types of blood cancers and stuff like that. So the person that is actually diagnosed with, you know, bone marrow cancer or something like that, those are the ones that are actually taking the swab and everything. They're taking the swab themselves?
No. You or I are at a show. We're swabbing to hopefully become a match for that person that might have a blood cancer, blood disorder.
I want to try. I want to do this, man. I want, you know, obviously maybe at the 561. By the way, guys, I forgot to tell everybody if I didn't. Oh, well. These gentlemen, Punk Rock Saves Lives, they're going to be at the 561 Festival. Remember,
So stoked. May 2nd.
May 2nd, Palm Beach, 561 Music Festival. These guys are going to be there. They're going to have their own little setup with all the items that we're talking about. So come over there, talk to us, meet us, and they're fine and everything, and that's good that they're going to be there. I'm going to hang out with you guys a little bit, you know?
Please do.
yeah.
You
please
better.
It's going to be great and everything. So I would love to do the swab test, okay? Swab test, and then it's sent
Yep.
right up to who again?
DKMS.
What does that stand for? DKMS?
It's a German company, so it is in German, and I am not going to try and pronounce it, but DKMS US is one of the largest bone marrow registries in the world. They're from Germany, but we work with the US leg of their organization, and they store all the swab information and look for potential matches for those swabs.
Wow. So it's kind of like they have a big registry, like a big bank of all the different
huge.
potential matches.
Yeah.
And wow, man.
Yeah,
You're saving lives again.
We signed up 10,000 people nationally last year.
10,000 people.
10,000, over 10,000 actually nationally through swabbing people onto the registry.
So we got about 10,000 around that number of swabs
Yep.
in the bank ready for a match.
potential lifesavers.
Incredible. Now, James, like, if there was a match, let's say somebody found a match through me. I mean, I'm going to get notified, like, hey, we found somebody that matched with you, Joe. This is his name. And would you like to meet him and stuff like that? Does that happen? Or do we get notified? Or
You'll get notified. Basically what it is, I don't think you meet the actual person that needs the help. What will happen is you'll go to wherever they need to collect your blood. There's a couple ways to do it. They would... 86% of the time, I believe, it's just through the arms. They'll draw from one arm, take what they need, and sorry, I'm holding the mic, and put it back in the other arm. You're in and out in the afternoon. It's like giving blood, giving plasma, basically. The other 14% of the time, which is very rare, obviously, they have to actually do a bone marrow withdrawal from your lower back, lower hip area. That one's a little more invasive, a little more painful. I've been told it feels kind of like you slipped and fell on your butt for a week, so you'll be a little bruised. It is still in and out in the same day, but obviously, like I said, a little more invasive for you.
Amazing. Obviously, I'm sure you guys donate and everybody else. Have you or any of your media friends have they found matches? Has that ever happened?
Yeah, I think this year nationally, don't quote me on this, Tina. I think we're at 3 matches nationally, somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 to 5.
Well, I know one of the leads in the Central Florida chapter had a family member that was a match recently.
Yeah.
So you never know. It all it takes is one swab, one person.
Just the other day, I think we had somebody in.
Pretty sure somebody on the Salty Dog
Pittsburgh
cruise actually said that they
Pittsburgh,
got
I believe,
called in.
somebody from their chapter had a match as well.
Let me tell you how I would say cool, but how honorable that would be if one of us 4, all of a sudden we get notified that they found a match with us. I mean, that would make me feel fantastic.
Incredible. Yeah.
Fantastic if I could save somebody's life like that.
Incredible.
Or if it's not me, maybe an affiliate, maybe a friend that found a match, or an acquaintance that found the match, or maybe somebody I just met the other night found the match. I mean, that's got to be very, very honorable and everything. And that's special, man. I mean, there's no words to put it.
No, in the grand scheme of things, to be able to help someone like that, it's really not that difficult. If you are a match, they help with the transportation. If wherever you need to go, they take care of you in a lot of ways to make sure that you are there to help that other person.
Have you guys ever met we got the match, not necessarily us. Have you guys ever met somebody that was diagnosed and they got the match and you guys went over there and they told you about how it all happened?
And that is one of the most rewarding things I know personally for me, and I'm sure we've all heard stories as well of people coming to the table, seeing that we're signing people up for this bone marrow donor registry, and they say, yeah, I found my match a couple of years ago, and I was about to die, and now I was able to get that bone marrow transplant, and now I'm still alive now because of the work that organizations like us or other organizations that do these kind of collections are doing. So the stories like that, I mean, are worth more than anything, because it's really tangible that we can hear, that people are being helped. They're actively saving lives out there. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful.
It's
James
wonderful.
says, you have any encounters with you? Like maybe you met one of your patients that was saved by somebody out there that...
Actually, a little closer to home, I had an uncle who had leukemia, and he was able to get matched up and able to extend his life for a little while. So yeah, it like I said, closer to home, it does make a difference. So little things like that help you push forward.
We're talking about closer at home, and I can't imagine the feeling that you were going through. This is your family member. Obviously, I'm sure he was happy, but what was his immediate expression? He was like, I got a match. I'm sure he was...
Oh no, it's you get that ray of hope all of a sudden. Everything was dim for a while, but you get that call that, hey, there's a potential match out there. So that lifts everyone's spirits, and the person decides, yes, I want to follow through with it. I want to donate, and then to get that donation, and they extend their life.
Oh,
so
wow.
it's huge.
Joel, what about you? Have you encountered a patient that got a match and you were...
I don't know anybody personally, honestly.
Yeah.
But, to be able to actually save somebody's life is the most important thing, I would think. All of this, the mission to just make the community better. I've spent my whole life being very negative, like a giant raging asshole. It's time to turn stuff around, and actually do something positive for once. Wait, that sounds
I'll
really
tell you
bad.
what, man.
That sounds really, really bad.
Well, I'm good at reading people's energy. I'm very good at reading vibes and frequencies and everything. And, I'm getting nothing but a lot of warmth and humbleness and just a lot of care and love coming from you.
Yeah, I was
you
raised
said
by
you
my
had
mother.
back in the day, we all run around like crazy
Yeah.
and everything. And it's either A, you're going to turn yourself around and become someone very special like yourself, or you're going to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to end up in jail or something like that.
Well, that's what happened to most of my friends growing up. Dead or in jail. And especially from punk rock. Like one of the reasons why we joined is because me and him, I only have him and one other friend who was into punk rock. And then we met Cody, and then Cody started introducing me to more people that listen to punk rock. Now, instead, it was just us going by ourselves to shows. When I first met JC, I thought he was a cop.
He does look like a cop, actually.
Well, yeah, he came off as like, he's very proper, and I was like, this guy's a cop.
You know, when I
Totally
pulled
a
into the
cop.
I
parking
accuse
lot,
everybody of being
Totally
a
a cop. I'm playing a long game. Totally
I
a
pulled into
cop.
the parking lot, you know, just to get, you know, I was here very early, and that's when I saw, that's when I saw you out there. But you weren't wearing the jacket. You just kind of looked like I'm like, who is this guy? Security?
Who is this guy?
Yeah, who is this guy? And all of a sudden you came up, my name is JC. What's going on? I'm like, oh, in my mind, I'm thinking like, hey, is this a security guard or is this, am I in trouble? And everything like that. Well, awesome, guys. Very, very nice. And, yeah, and really, I want to tap into a little bit more about the mental health. We were talking about people going through crisis and everything like that. There's a lot of different types of mental illness out there. We see it, man. Freaking all over the place, man. They throw it at us and everything like that. What is your experience, JC, with some of the attendees or some of the, not really customers, I guess some of the people that needed a little bit of guidance in mental health? Yeah.
You know, I'm thankful now, you know, being almost 45, to be in a position where I can understand what these people are talking about. I was in the military for 10 years myself. I have PTSD.
Thank you for your service. Me
Thank
too.
you very much. You know, I've PTSD and 90% disabled from different, and 3 suicide attempts along with that. You know, a couple during, one little shortly after I got out. And finding nonprofit work and finding a community was integral in me getting better. And now that I feel like I am better, and I still have my bad days. We all have our bad days, but to be able to meet people that come to the table and see the mental health stuff and go, oh, I've been looking for a safe place, somebody that I can really talk to that actually understands. We do, and there's no judgment there, and that for me is one of the most rewarding, you know, things to be able to, you know, not to, you know, name names of people or share people's personal stories, but you know who you are because you're watching this podcast right now. We've had conversations directly where they've reached out to us directly and told us that they were at the end of their rope, that they needed help, they needed guidance, and there was nobody else that they could run to except for us. That means everything.
It's amazing story there. James, do you guys ever, I know that you're helping people at the table at a specific event and everything. Do you guys ever continue the treatment or the comfort off the hours? I guess off the clock, you could say.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we have people that reach out to us all the time through a lot through social media. Again, it's a safe space, one-on-one. They can talk to any of us. Even outside of that, you know, if you make that connection at a show and they want to talk, here's my number. Call me, text me anytime. I think we all kind of live by that. You know, even if I don't know you, but you know, down the road, you need someone to talk to, reach out. You know, that's
awesome,
what we're
man.
here for.
Yeah, that's totally awesome that you guys are not just at the table handing out supplies. You're there in person
100%.
during the events, and then after events, when everybody goes home, the club's empty out, the show's over, that you're able to continue this this needed therapy to whoever's dealing with it and everything like that. Joel, can you elaborate a little bit on that? Like the mental. Do you have any anybody that you're helping? I mean, obviously no names, or you don't want to give any names. Anybody from the outside that you're working with? I know that you guys are all a team and everything, I assume.
It's still a learning process for me. Like I said, this is all new to me, working with this nonprofit. I've always been the person that my friends come to when somebody passes away. My mother passed away when I was younger. I was in my 20s, early 20s. I've had a lot of tragedy happen to me. So I'm always there for everybody. I have a very bad sense of humor, so I kind of, everybody masks. I use humor as a way to deal with my trauma. So this is probably the most serious I've ever been, ever.
So
for
proud of you.
this.
So proud of you right now.
Yeah, I know.
You kept it together pretty good today.
I know. I'm trying. I'm trying.
I mean, yeah, like we were talking about before, you have changed for the good and everything. Sometimes your, your higher power needs you for something else. I mean, he's going to put you through the fucking ringer. You're going to get beaten up, get your ass kicked your whole entire life and everything like that. And basically their higher power's like, in order to wake you up, we're going to put you through this because I need you. I need you down the road to go ahead and be that angel towards something else. That's how I look at things myself. Would you agree? Or?
Yeah. I would agree philosophically. Yeah, I think, it's that's important too, to know that you have that support system, to be able to move forward, something to cling on to, because that's really sometimes that's all somebody needs. It's just something extra to cling on to.
I mean, I got through everything with my friends and family. Like everything. When my mom passed away, it was my best friend showing up from Chicago in full Navy, I was going to say costume, but his uniform. And then my other best friend he came straight from Nebraska carrying 2 cases of Heineken to my mom's funeral. And I'm like, and that made me smile. It was like the first time I had smiled in a week. And it's the small stuff.
Yeah, well, it's just really amazing what everybody's doing, especially all you guys, all the chapters, how you guys are just using some of the mishaps previous in life and the tragedies and the heartbreaks and everything, and now you're being used for a totally different, positive reason.
Well, how can you help anybody if you don't have some kind of shared experience or shared understanding, for somebody that's going through a mental health crisis or something like that? That's a lot of, I hear that from people that are having, mental health crisis or things. It's hard for them to go and talk to, like you said, a doctor or, a clinical psychologist or somebody like that, because they might not have that same experience that you have. So they're going to know how to give you the book answer, their training answer, but how do you really get down to really help that person at the root? And if that's something that we can provide, what do we got to do?
I know that James, you were telling me a little bit that you got involved, for the whole with the organization because maybe some of the things that you had to go through and everything, and I know you're feeling the same about being used for something that's a lot more positive than what it was before.
Oh yeah. I said before actually joining on with JC and Cody, we'd go to a lot of the shows, see them at the shows, and it wasn't until we actually stepped in their shoes and started helping out that we realized how rewarding it feels. It doesn't feel like a job. It's just we all look forward to each and every event or show that we're at. Because you feel like
thrown in the fire.
You feel like part of the community. And another good thing about that, besides being able to go to shows, seeing great bands, great local bands, you meet amazing people in the band, at the venues, people attending the shows, and you build that community even more. I think that's huge. I think that's a driving factor for all of us.
Oh my
it's
God,
like we're having fun, just hanging out with our friends.
Oh,
absolutely.
It's not doom and gloom. It's actually we wouldn't be doing this if we weren't having fun.
100%.
Oh yeah. I mean, you always want to hang out. It doesn't have to be. You want to hang out with people that are going to bring you up.
Sure.
Bring you up. They're not going to bring you down. Okay. You want to affiliate with someone that's going to be positive in your life, that's going to go ahead and push you, instead of being with a group that's going to go ahead and tear you down. And we all been through that shit before.
Never.
Yeah.
All my friends have been great my whole life.
We're in a fantasy football league together, so.
Well, they just had the NFL draft, so we got to go ahead and get our fantasy that starts around July and everything. That's another subject. Wait. Another fuck subject.
Yeah, there you go. Where's the fucks? Get your fucks. Give him a handful. We got more.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, give him a handful. It's gonna be a long
Fuck,
season.
I don't.
There
Yeah,
you go. There you go. Plenty. Now you have a
Actually,
handful.
can
Now you
I
have a
put-
handful of fucks to
Can I
give.
put maybe like it says fuck, and sorry mom for cursing so much. So
a
it says
versatile
fuck. Can I
word.
put like an IN on it? Fucking go or fucking A.
You can knock yourself out. Yeah. There's no intellectual property attached to those wooden fucks.
I love
so,
those
knock
things. I'm going
yourself
to take
out.
all that. And I saw. Can you pull those out, Joel? The earplugs.
We have 2 different kinds.
So important.
Okay.
Oh, I hear you looking at them too.
Yep. Another really, really cool item that I thought was very, very smart to put in the kit were earplugs. Guys, I'm telling you, man, right now, all my friends, all the time, I got friends. We go to a lot of concerts. James knows. We see each other and everything. We're always in the front on the rail, and none of my friends, they don't wear earplugs. No earplugs. And a lot of them are suffering from, a little bit of deafness in their left ear or their right ear. They can't really hold conversations because they can't hear themselves speak. And I'm like, dude, why don't you wear these, man? Well, I don't want to wear them, man. I want to hear the music and everything. You don't have to wear there's so many different types of earplugs out there. But let me tell you guys, it is so crucial that you wear these damn things. You will lose your hearing. Not only your hearing, but it's going to go ahead and kind of cause disorientation in your brain, your dopamine levels and your serotonin levels. If you lose your hearing, your mental health is going to crash. Wear your ear protection. I like these. I'm not going to... everybody knows that I carry these. These are the Vibes earplugs. They're specially engineered. If I carry them around with me, stick them in the ear. They're not noticeable or anything. Get them on Amazon for $23. But the louder with these things, the Vibes, the louder the music goes, the lower the volume and the more clarity you have with the music. Guys, man, wear the earplugs, man, especially in propaganda, all the concerts, man. I'm telling you, I'm being very, very serious. I know a lot of people that have lost their hearing or are suffering big time. You can't get that back. Would you like to elaborate on that, JC?
No, you
Such an
really
important
can't. And I
thing.
have. I was on tanks for 7 years, and you have hearing protection, stuff like that too. But I have hearing loss. I have to always adjust my own speaking volume because I always feel like I'm talking loud. But started wearing earplugs at shows. Especially when I'm up close. Because it's important. It's something that you can't get back. Once you lose it, it's gone.
Yeah. And I see you up there too, James. I mean, I'm always seeing you at the same concerts and everything. I know that you feel the same way about the earplug. I know that you probably stand a little bit further back than me sometimes, so
No,
I'm
he
in
doesn't.
the front. That makes a big difference,
No,
he
starting the
doesn't.
shows
He
we go to, I
stands
try to
right
get
in the
as
front.
close to the stage as possible.
James is up there. We like to mix
Yeah.
it up with the
No,
children.
I own a pair of earplugs like you, like $20-$30 off of Amazon. They're great. They're clear, crisp. If you have them and you forget them and you see us at a show, we have backups.
Yeah,
don't-
it's such a smart thing, guys. Go ahead and wear them. I know I sound like a mom type out there, but it's just crucial. You feel the same way with the earplugs there, Mr. Joel?
Absolutely. Now, I always forget to bring mine, like always. But at this age, I stand in the back now. Like, I'm not in the front anymore.
Well, we can't bring you to the front, and we could do some stage diving and
No,
body
no,
surfing or anything like
no
that.
more of
All of
that.
that.
No, no more of that. No,
All of
my back hurts thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like
Nice.
back in the day when I was like 22, I used to go to Respectable Street a lot back in the time.
No, that's different. Yeah.
I used to, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in the mosh pit. I did all that stuff and everything like that. But now it's like funny when you get a little bit older and everything. I tend to keep, working out, exercise. I feel like I'm very strong. But now you start thinking like, oh my God, I just paid $5,000 for my tooth. Oh my God, I just got dental work done, and I had a little like you get afraid. You're like, I ain't going to that pit.
Getting older makes you think about a lot of different shit. Yeah.
I think at this time, especially at the rock shows or punk rock shows, I will be standing a little bit further back with you guys and just let everybody kill each other. I don't, these mosh pits are different though. It's not like death. It's not like a death rage or anything. I know there's protocols and etiquette when it comes to the mosh pit, but all it takes is one little elbow by somebody by accident.
Oh, yeah.
$10,000 lost.
Yep. Real quick.
Yeah, that's all it costs, man. Well, gentlemen, man, let me tell you, man, this has been nothing but probably one of the most informational, inspiring podcast shows that I have done. And this is unbelievable.
No, thank you so much for having us, man.
Now we know we got 561 coming up next week, and you guys are going to be in the tent once again. Get to the 561 festival, free admission. First place you want to stop is go ahead and meet these fine gentlemen, and also Miss Lindsay's going to be there too.
Lindsay will be there.
Lindsay will be there.
She'll be
Not,
there
not
too.
this Lindsay,
It's
the
not a
real
boys'
Lindsay.
club.
Yeah,
The real
the real
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah, she'll be there also. There.
Paper plate Lindsay might also be there, but yeah, real life Lindsay will be
Real
in
Lindsay's
attendance.
awesome, man. Yeah, she's got very good content and everything. So go ahead and meet these guys. Now, other than the 561 festival, is there any other upcoming schedules you guys have? Are you going to be attending in the next 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, there's quite a few things that we have coming up right now. Not to spoil too many things, because we're going to be doing a lot of announcements over this next couple of weeks. But we have everything from Hurricane Party in Sanford. We have a run with Subhumans. Some stuff with Yellow Card and Newfound Glory that's coming up soon. Bunch of good stuff.
Yeah, definitely follow us on social media. Instagram, best place to follow us. Try to put out a monthly calendar in advance so you know where you can see us next. As accurate as possible.
Yeah, as accurate as we can possibly be. Sometimes we, whatever.
Slip up here and there.
Calendars
Any kind of
are
like
weird.
long-term schedules? I know that we're talking about short-term. Like, do you anything that you would like to be at in the next year? I'm not talking about like climbing the ladders on the rank. Is there any particular festivals you would like to attend with the group or anything? I know it's a kind of a crazy question they ask and everything.
No, it's
Yeah.
not a crazy question at all.
Warped Tour is in November in Orlando. That's on the radar. That'll be with Nationals in Central Florida.
We're going back on the Flogging Molly cruise.
Flogging Molly cruise end of October. Are you doing Fest?
I won't be.
Okay.
Well, I might be. Well, but this is the thing, and people ask that question a lot because they see Punk Rock Saves Lives doing all these big national festivals and big tours and things like that, but it's a community-based organization. So granted, I mentioned, these bigger shows that we're going to be doing, but there's, 561 Music Fest and all the different bands that we work with locally that we're going to be doing shows with, and that's what keeps us going. It's great to do these big shows where there's these huge crowds and things, but we're a grassroots community-based organization, and the bands that live in our immediate Tri-County area, those are the ones that supported us from the beginning that we want to continue to support and doing shows with them. So
Yeah, they're phenomenal. Support local music.
Yeah, please,
A lot
all
of
day
great,
long.
A
Support
lot
local.
of great local bands.
come
Yeah.
see the big shows too, but support local first.
Oh,
Always.
absolutely. I scream at it. Support local,
Yeah,
even if it's
always.
the polka band
100%,
down the street or
100%.
something like that. Support the polka band.
I
Everybody.
guarantee that polka band rips, and you probably don't even realize it. Just go go to the show.
I don't know. You could probably meet some. I don't know. Me, I'm a single guy. I could probably meet some women at the polka concert.
She can meet anybody. You can meet
Grab
anybody
a whole
anywhere.
bunch of those. Never mind.
Yeah. Listen, shake a hand, meet a friend, right?
Yeah, you never know and everything. Unbelievable. Well, I definitely noticed that in the local scene. I've noticed it for the last 3 years. Palm Beach. I always say Palm Beach.
The local scene is incredible.
Palm Beach is freaking rocks with all the rock bands. I mean, they're the best.
Incredible.
I don't know
community.
what is the movement or what is the sea that drives punk rock in West Palm Beach and everything. Now it's flooding out, but I've noticed a lot of the fans now are actually sorta putting on the concerts themselves. They're like, hey, we'll chip in $20. We'll go ahead and get the chairs out. We're gonna go ahead and bring Mother Rucker. We're gonna go ahead and chip in the chairs, donate, and instead of going to the Ticketmaster and spending $500 on a freaking a band that doesn't give a shit about you.
Anybody could go and watch a big band play the hits. Just play the hits and buy my merch. Right. Why do that when you could go and see some of these upcoming bands that actually have a passion about what they're doing, that have something to say?
Yeah, I want to see good local music, and I even, I'm not a musician or anything. I'm just a yapper here, but I will do anything possible to say, hey, can I carry something from your truck into the venue and maybe help you guys afterwards, because I want to see a good show and everything, but however I want to support the band too, and make it as much more comfortable for them through a podcast show or field interview or anything else to get the full experience of the community, not just the freaking corporation. Here's $1,000 and now I'm going to buy a hot dog for 30. No, I want to be a supporter for the community and everything. But anyway, guys, any last comments, announcements you guys would like to make, James? Or
I just, like you said, follow us on social media. Come say hi to us at the next show. No questions asked on the harm reduction supplies, free of charge. We want to make sure everyone makes it to the next show.
Absolutely. Mr. JC, any closing statements?
Yeah, for those of you out there that are watching this that know us already and support us, thank you very much. If you're just learning about us now, welcome to PRSL and PRSL SoFlo. The bone marrow registry, the free harm reduction, the free mental health resources. Help yourselves, help somebody in the community, different community outreach events, homeless food drives, clothing drives. We donate to women in distress, all kinds of different stuff. If you want to help, if you need somebody to talk to, we're here.
Absolutely. Mr. Joel, what is your final golden comment?
I just want to thank you for having us on.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Shout out.
Because
Well, I really appreciate it and everything. And, I want to be the spokesperson, for all local music. That's my job right here. That's it. It's my hobby. I love live music, and I go to all of it, and I want to support it. I'm not doing this for money or fame or fortune. I'm doing this because I support the community and everything, and that's what it's all about. Well, gentlemen, man, let me tell you, it's been a very, very special podcast. Thank you so much for coming up to Jensen Beach. Yeah, coming up to Jensen Beach. I always say West
Where
Palm.
are we?
Yeah, you guys all came from Coral Springs and Fort Lauderdale, getting the traffic and everything, but it's all worth it and everything. And once again, guys, go ahead and just follow everything that we have thrown on the screen here. Go ahead and comment on the YouTube page here exactly what you are looking for if you come across these gentlemen. Are you more interested in a certain item or a certain thing? You don't have to make it public. You can message us anytime. We'll make sure we get that out there. All right, well, guys, have a safe trip back. And Sound Vibes Live, we will see you for episode 10. We'll make an announcement. And get your ass to 561. Get the VIP ticket. You got to do it.
Worth it.
Buy the
guys?
VIP. Totally
Definitely
worth it. Buy
worth
the
it.
VIP.
All right. Very good. Cut.
All right.
All right.